This is Erica Walda, and today I will be submitting our assignment self-reflection. So the first question, where is the 9th Street, the dividing line in your area? So where I grew up, I actually grew up in a very rural area outside of Delaware County. The area was pretty low income. However, with the area specifically in the town that I lived in, depending on where you lived based off the main street, if you were north of that main street or if you were south of the main street, a lot of times people would, I don't want to say judge, but a lot of people would determine what type of income you came from based off if you were from the north side of that street or if you were on the southern part of that street. And that's extremely frustrating, especially going to school with, multiple towns built into one school. If you said you were from that specific town, lots of times the follow-up question would be, are you from north of that main street or are you south of the main street? That's a very unfair question, especially for children, school age children. That's not something that a lot of people would not get by with that as of today. I can distinctly remember being in high school and being in a car with a group of my friends, and there was a newer girl who had came to our area, and she was in the car with us, and she had made a comment when she found out where I was from, and she said, "Oh, you don't necessarily look like someone who would be from that area." And that has always stuck with me. For me, I don't feel like the looks of how I present or how I speak should not determine if I am from that specific area. A lot of times, my family grew up and we were middle income. We weren't, we were not rich by any means. However, my parents did make sure that we had everything that we needed growing up. Um, you know, Honestly, there was one specific grocery store in our town, and I can remember that specific grocery store not accepting EBT or WIC benefits or different things that a lot of people now utilize and help them have, better healthy options to provide for their family. So the nearest store that would accept types of benefits like that was roughly about 40 minutes away, and not everyone can take 40 minutes out of their week or even have the money to have gas to get to that store. So a lot of times those food options that they would have for their families would be frozen foods, definitely not a lot of fresh fruits and vegetable options unless they were purchasing them outside of the monetary assistance that they were given for that. Honestly, I think the most promising methods of addressing increasing, health would be, why not, you know, add some more of these stores, if you will, that have maybe educational pamphlets or, different types of healthy food options. Lots of times now, today specifically, my parents still live in the same town, in the same house that I grew up in. Now they actually have a Dollar General about 5 minutes outside of the town that does offer fresh fruits and vegetables. There's a lot more resources now today because we do recognize there are those food deserts, and we do recognize that we need to have types of benefits and health opportunities for that, so that way everyone has an equal opportunity at those types of benefits. I also think making sure that maybe there's, not everyone has the ability to get to an appointment to apply for food stamps or WIC. I think maybe there's a way to have more of like a pop-up setup where it's like a traveling organization that would come through and it would provide those benefits and help them get established a little better. So everyone has more of an opportunity in those areas to succeed